Hi everyone, and welcome to the Cancer June 2023 Tarot Bite reading for the week of June 5th through the 11th. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So hi everyone, and welcome to the reading for Cancer. Now this can be for your sun, moon, or rising. It can also be for your Venus sign or any sign that you feel called to watch. Now, we are looking at the themes for the week ahead for your sign, but we are taking the collective reading that was released on Monday. You can go back and view that if you'd like. And we're going to be taking a look at that theme that came up, which was taking a new path, coming to a fork in the road, and taking a path that is more in alignment with who you are in this moment authentically. And kind of leaving the old path behind where maybe some aspect of that path did not suit you. So we're going to see specifically, Cancer, what is coming up for you in this new path. Let's see what the themes are. And I hope everyone is off to having a great week. I can say that I'm excited personally around kind of opening the doorway this month to a new path, a new version of the self. And I do feel, because I'm always coming from a place in my readings of looking at what is the best and brightest outcome for ourselves. Now, we have the choice to not always take that. There is the free will component to our life experience. But I always like to take a look at my personal life from the lens of kind of optimism, and I do the same in my readings. So your card fell on the floor, so hold on just a moment. Okay, let's see what came out. Oh, we have Groundhog Spirit. It says time to let go. Number 31, which breaks down to the number 4. Very interesting because all of the previous readings I've had all had the number 4 come up. The number 4 is hard work, but it's laying the foundation for laying basically the hard work that needs to go into laying a new foundation. Time to let go. Now, Cancer, this was definitely prominent in your June reading for your sign. So I do have monthly readings up that are more expanded for each sign. So you might want to go ahead and take a look at that because it was all about taking the leap into the new. So with time to let go and taking a new path, that definitely those two themes are very much in alignment. It's time to kind of, I feel like this week just intuitively for you, Cancer, it's almost like coming to that fork in the road and looking at the two different ways you can go, knowing that one way is going to maybe be a little less clear, but there's adventure. There's that call. You can almost like hear the wind going through the trees and you see it. And then you look down the other way and you know that that's the tried and true path. You see the trailhead marker and this is the way that everybody else goes. And so, you look that way and then you look again and you see it looks almost like a fairy wonderland beckoning you the other way. And there is this feeling here of maybe then turning around and looking behind you at the trail that you've gone up to this point and realized, wow, I didn't see how far I've come. I didn't understand that, as I was kind of just meandering down this road and feeling like, okay, I had to keep putting one foot in front of the other, that I didn't realize that I have literally gone up the mountain. I do get this feeling. I get this feeling where there's almost like this fork, your fork in the road is where you can keep kind of trudging. You can keep hiking and maybe there's another, that one way is going to take you to another trailhead that goes up to a different peak in the mountain that you're climbing up, and it might be a different overlook, but that's going to be a much longer way. And yet there's this beautiful kind of meadow, fantasy, fairy land calling for you to enjoy now, calling for you to just go a little around the path. And maybe people don't go down this way and they don't know that there's this beautiful meadow and that there's an overlook over in this direction, but for some reason you can see it and they can't. There's a feeling here of really trusting your intuition to allow you to take a path that maybe feels a little less safe, but that somehow there's magic in it for you. It's like being able to see through the veil a little bit. Okay, I'm going to pull some additional clarifiers here. So this is a great week where I feel like it's a little bit of a bittersweet week of looking at how far you've come, realizing it, honoring it, but realizing that maybe you can no longer go down the path with everyone else. And I don't know what that looks like for you, but I would say really this week, tune in intuitively in your emotional space, because obviously that's the realm that you work with, Cancer, and really look at, getting to that place of understanding of if you could look down two roads and which one seems to beckon to you? Which one do you see perhaps something that maybe no one else sees? Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's a card of worry, a card of anxiety. It's a card of also I'm starting to see it more recently as the card of trying to see all the angles. The card of staying awake at night and trying to think of like every contingency that could possibly come and trying to solve and trying to plan for all of those beforehand. And it's the reality of it is life. We can't plan for everything in life. It just, it is the way it is. We might have best laid plans and literally something comes in out of left field and there's no way that we could have ever in our wildest imagination or in our sleepless nights have imagined that would happen. So because now we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Six of Cups. This is incredible energy. This is the energy of getting back to innocence. This is the energy of being, of being in the field, being in that fairy field where you get to go back to that childlike sense of wonder and awe. You get to go back to a more innocent version of yourself. And with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, now, the Page of Pentacles came up prominently in the collective reading for the week, so you might want to check that out because I go a little deeper into that. But the Page of Pentacles is about taking those small baby steps in the physical towards utilizing something that you have, meaning you might have a little extra time on your hands, or you might have a little savings account with some money, or you might have a talent you've been working on. And this is the week to say, okay, how am I going to start to apply this in the physical towards opening up the door to a new path that is going to honor my inner child, a past version of myself, and take me to a place that's going to feel safe and secure on an emotional level, but also taking you to that place where you are honoring your inner child, where you are honoring that curious individual who believed in the magic of life. So this is that week to really think about when we think about letting go, sometimes it's about actually letting go of what we have been saving. And that can be where the worry is coming from. And finally letting go and saying, okay, I'm going to actually go out there and, this could be like you've been writing a book and you have finished that book, but you have not actually gone out there and taken the steps to share it with anyone or to submit it to a publishing house. And this might be the week where you're like, okay, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to stop worrying about it. I'm going to stop trying to think about all the contingencies, or I'm going to stop editing it, because that could also be a Nine of Swords where you're like trying to perfect something to the point where you're driving yourself crazy. And it's time to just kind of let go. And as they say, let God. Now, obviously, this is however you choose to name the divine. But there is something here around that it is time to let it go. It could be it is time to finally take that nest egg of a savings account that you have and invest that now in what you've been saving for. And you're going to just have to trust that now is the right time. Or you might have, again, a skill set you've been working on. Maybe you have been going back to school. Maybe you've gained a degree. Maybe you've gained a certification. And it's time to go out there and take the first steps in applying that. And yeah, it might be time to let go of maybe an old way of doing something where you didn't have that certification, or where you didn't have that education level, or you didn't have that skill set. So whatever it is to you this week, Cancer, it's time to let it go. but it's all in an effort to build a new foundation for something that is going to be much more in alignment with your inner child and bringing you that sense of innocence, peace. I'm hearing awe and wonder. Take the road less traveled, but take it because you know it's honoring you. It's honoring the magic within you. It's honoring the inner child within you. All right, I'll leave it there, Cancer. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. If you'd like to view the full reading for your sign for the month of June, they are up on my channel. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can also click in the link in the description box below to visit my website and view a list of my services. I wish you all a wonderful week ahead. Bye, Cancer.